I really don't ever spend the cash on those either. I mean, I enjoy them, but I would personally just, try to watch them if I can watch them at my brother's house, or, if they're online for free, then I'll watch them. But for a Star Wars movie, I'll always drop the cash for those. And my brother and I went to see Rogue One yesterday, Friday morning, and it's one of the more gritty and heavy types. It's not really a lighthearted Star Wars film, but based on the story that it's telling, it's really appropriate that it was shot that way. And like I say, I think it's just one of the better Star Wars films. It's kind of a sad tale, even though there's some victory in the film, but it's really also kind of a sad tale at the same time. I have no interest in seeing anything Star Wars, but I'd like to see the Assassin's Creed movie. Yeah, I think Assassin's Creed is still, I think it's still in the theaters. I don't remember when the release date for it was, but I think it came out right before Star Wars. Sorry, Pooch, but you're kind of you're on the bad guy's side, so I had to take you out. Voodoo does online free.
I guess I was just hearing things.
Just needs membership, a legit site. Yeah, Crackle I'm very much aware of. Crackle is one of those, actually the one movie free website that I usually go to. The only other free movie type of websites I go to are for movies that are like, from the 1930s or the 1940s. My favorite actor from that era, those old classic movies, is Vincent Price. I mean, I pretty much love every character he ever plays, both good and bad. He's just a fun guy to watch on the silver screen. And so there are occasions where I'll go to a free movie online website that has some of those really old movies. I wonder if that's all of the I don't hear anybody else doing any mining of any kind of the rock. That might be all of them. All of these urns are empty for some reason. Of course, a lot of these barrels are too. They're either empty or I can't access them for some reason. Well, Serana, I think we might have killed off all of the charmed vigilance. Nope, we didn't. Wow. I'm really surprised that this one did not detect me. I forgot that there were those that just sit at these tables and don't mind the ore. Both sites have ads. What's his name again? His name is Florentius. This is the guy which you guys probably remember. He's like the alchemist guy. Gunmar is is the one who trains the the trolls for war purposes, and then Serene, she does all of the crossbow stuff. She's the Dwemer technology expert, and of course she's the one that I get all of the Search of Volk. You know what? I wonder if I was supposed to kill this guy. Because this is the guy I have all of these, or I thought I had a book by this guy. I wonder if I was supposed to kill this guy. Maybe I wasn't supposed to. You know what? I don't even know what was my previous save. Actually, let me go ahead and save right here, in case I need to come back to it. But what was my previous save? Let me go back to this one for a second. Oh, the actor. Oh, sorry. The actor that is my favorite from that era is Vincent Price. Vincent usually portrays a lot of evil characters, but just his voice, his mannerisms, just, at least for me, really makes him a fun person to watch. He's just really quite amazing. Probably the most recent film he ever did was with Tim Burton's movie Edward Scissorhands. He basically played kind of a Geppetto type of character from the Pinocchio story. And of course Edward Scissorhands was his creation, which of course Johnny Depp played Edward. You know what? I'm going to walk up to this guy and see if he...
Where'd you... Never should have come here.
Alright, so I guess I should have killed him. Let's just go back to that load then. Alright. Which, you know, I really didn't actually ever watch Edward Scissorhands, because I'm not really much of a Tim Burton fan, except for his two Batman movies. Other than those, I'm not really much of a Tim Burton fan. So, therefore, I never did actually watch Edward Scissorhands, even though Vincent is in that movie. Have you ever heard of Charles Bronson? Yeah, he is in the group of people that I like the older cop movies like Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry, and even some of those older spaghetti westerns that, you know, Clint Eastwood was in movies with Sergio Leone, I think is the man's name. But Bronson...
Yes?
Actually,
what did you mean?
I think Bronson... Wasn't he in the original Magnificent Seven? For some reason I want to think that he was part of that original... Like with Yul Brynner and what's that guy's name? Vincent Vaughn or something like that. But yeah, he was always a part of those old spaghetti western and those early, really, you know, grittier cop films like Dirty Harry and stuff. Of course, I mean, Bronson had his own, you know, his own cop movie series, of course, aside from Dirty Harry, but...
This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
Let's see. Well, I do need to get rid of this. I probably ought to go back and sell off a bunch of this stuff. We'll get rid of these. And those. Oh, you loved Edward Scissorhands, huh? Okay. Yeah, I just never saw that film. I learned that Charles Bronson family was so poor that he had to wear his sister's dress to shoot to school a few times. Wow, that's pretty intense.
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
He actually had to wear his sister's dress, huh? That's pretty intense stuff if you had to do something like that.